Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a traditional German woman who said she's ready to compete with black women to have black men. So leave your thoughts in the comment section if you think as a black woman you would want to compete with women like this.
Ladies, you gotta compete for your man if you want that man to realize that you are a keeper. See, Americans are a rarity and a specialty here in Germany. So when my husband, back then boyfriend, came to visit me in Germany back in '06, I had to prove to him that I was better than everybody he dated before and that I'm going to be better than everybody that he could possibly date in the future. So I took the man on trips. I bought him everything that he wanted to have and stuff that he didn't even want to have. And I had to let him know, look, I adore you. I appreciate you coming all the from America to Germany and come visit me. And I have to prove to you, and I will do everything and anything that is in my power to show you that I am the one. Why am I saying this? I just want to tell you, gentlemen, that there are women who will compete for you. So ladies, compete for your man if you want him to know that you're a keeper. And if you don't want to compete for him, don't be mad if he doesn't want to compete for you.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. Like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially black American family, has barely a family unit. There is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young, it doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown because unfortunately a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. They say by choice, but I don't believe them.
Girl, then the competition is going to be an easy one because nobody is competing with you, right? How can you brag about all the things you did for him and you said nothing about what he did for you and you're really proud about that? It's crazy. It is, because men are not flex. Even grown women knows that. All right, competing is such a waste of time. It's such a waste of energy because in my opinion, nobody's the prize these days. No one is the prize these days. What you see is not what you get anymore. Gone are the days where at least they try to show you their real self. These days, I would say most of them hiding who they truly are until they get what they want from you. So why even bother competing for it in the first place? I would rather remain single than compete with other ladies just to prove my self-worth.
You had to.
Whoa, baby, listen. We don't want no smoke. Nah, we don't want no smoke. As a matter of fact, what we as black women are prepared to do as a courtesy, as a gift to you, we will start the biggest GoFundMe page possible in the United States and rent you the biggest Carnival cruise ship that you can find to come back over here and get the rest of them. Yeah, come on, get the rest of them. The gaslighters, the narcissists, the one that don't like to take care of their kids, the ones with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baby mamas, the one that like to get on social media bashing black women, the one that like to be disrespectful, the one that don't like to work, the ones that are sassy and zesty, the ones with anger issues, mommy issues, daddy issues, issues. Baby, come get them all. Yeah. Come get them all. We don't want no smoke. I promise you we don't. Because before we get up and compete with you for one of them, we will run booty, butt ass naked in the forest with a bear with honey drizzling on our bodies and get attacked by killer bees. Now, what time we need to have them ready?
So I took the man on trips, I bought him everything that he wanted to have and stuff that he didn't even want to have, and I had to let him know, look, I adore you.
So femininity had nothing to do with it. You was just a trick. It's easy to get a man when you footing the bill. You flying him out. You buy him everything under the sun. You cook, clean, and pop pussy. Who wouldn't want that? Hell, I want that. You found an average black man. That's what you call him. An average black man from America. Bought him any and everything he could possibly want. Even things he didn't think he wanted. You wait on him hand and foot. And you had the nerve to come on here and say it was easy because black women don't do nothing. We ain't doing that. You're doing too much. It's giving. Why would any one of us want to subject ourselves to that? And for all the black women that came on here like, she's right. Black women, we aren't feminine. Black women, we aren't catering to our men. Girl, you sound dumb. You sound very much stupid. And I hope you feel even stupider after finding out this pillar of femininity ain't nothing but a low down dirty trick.
Girl, I'm really embarrassed for you. The best way to actually win is not to compete. I'm not the competitive type, and I will not jump through hoops just to want to keep a man, right? And I don't have to prove myself to anyone. I don't really have to do that. I don't need the approval because it's useless to me. This is so humiliating. Very humiliating. Why selling men a dream? Why trying to compete for a man who is not even ready to provide for you? Why would you want to do that? It's so unbelievable, honestly. And if you keep fighting for every man you like, then you're gonna be really, really sad for a very long time. And you're never gonna find true happiness.
German woman says black women ain't no competition. She talk about there's no family structure or unity. Let's get into it. So let's address the competition part first. She ain't all the way wrong, but hear me out. The reason why she feel like there ain't no competition is because she jumped into a pool of men who adore her and pedestalize her just based off her skin tone, but she's delusional, right? She believed that it's because she's so domesticated, it's because she's serving plates, it's because she clean, it's because she doing all of these submissive duties that this man is like pedestalizing her. But the truth of the matter is, you're just dealing with men who pedestalize your skin color. Right? Nothing more, nothing less. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else besides the fact you're just not black. And that's what that man probably wanted. Right? But you gassing yourself up, making yourself think that the competition part that you won was based off of all of these different things that you do, when it truly was just your skin tone. You could have entered the competition and did nothing and still won. Right? And that's what it really comes down to. But Let me ask you, could you still win the competition if you were amongst your own women? That's the kicker. If you was competing up against other German women is white with blonde hair and blue eyes, skinny with big boobs, could you still win? Could you still win against them is the question. And shout out to Legacy of Pretty. That's my good sis. And she clocked it first, right? When she said it in her video, I was like, boom, there you go. So I don't want to seem like I'm taking what she said, but what she said is absolutely correct. Yeah, you think you ain't no competition for black women, but what about them German women that's blonde haired and blue eyed? Are you competition against them? It's easy to come over to a community where you ain't got to do nothing but simply exist and win. But when you amongst your own and you can't compete against them because the men that you want in that community would choose them over you, now you going to come over here bragging about what you can take from us? You ain't took nothing from us because we could never win that and we don't want it, right? We don't want no group of men who pedestalize a woman based off her skin color. But that's what you're winning. That's the prize that you get in this colorist men who just obsessed with white skin. And the reason why I know this is true because only a non-black woman who being gassed up behind the scene by a self-hating black man would get online to talk down about the very women who create the men that she laying down and having sex with. Now, when she discussed the black family unit, I wasn't all the way in disagreement with her. Now, I grew up in a household where my parents was married. My mama served my daddy first, then we ate, and then my mama ate. All right? So I got to see structure growing up. But a lot of kids that's in the black community don't. That's not a lie. A lot of them grow up with single moms who work in multiple jobs. So no, there is no structure on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No, there is no active man in the household. There is no structure. And a lot of y'all okay with it until outside people from the community start calling out stuff that's obvious that anybody can see. It's obvious that a lot of y'all don't value family and structure. And then you get mad when somebody who ain't in our community pointed out. But then when we in the community amongst ourselves and we telling each other, hey, we need to do better. We need to put a family structure back in place. We need to put some order back in place. Then y'all, I don't care about marriage. I don't care about this. I don't care. Well, don't care when people from outside communities call it out either then.
Black American guy.
Babes, the person you're trying to pursue should at least give you a sign that they're interested in you, or you're the person they want to be with. Okay? Because I'm not going to compete for anyone. I'm not going to provide anything. I'm not going to buy him anything. I'm not going to beg anyone. I'm not going to beg any man to be with me. To what end? I would not want to buy a man's feeling. I would not want to buy things just so a man can be with me. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand why some women has reduce themselves and bring themselves so low to do things just to keep a man. At the end of the day, if he is tired, if he doesn't genuinely love you, he's gonna leave. So what's the point trying to do them in the first place? And I want to say to all the black women out there, keep doing what you're doing. Taking your education serious, starting businesses, buying properties. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this interesting, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment in the comment section, as it's gonna help my channel grow. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.